Hey guys, Deb Acker here, back with another video. And again, this week we're talking about some various aspects of trust. And I was guided today to actually talk about and have today's topic be around how to stop doubting yourself. So again, this is kind of slightly nuanced from how to trust yourself, but I felt called to make a specific video around this topic and specifically around doubt and self-doubt. Right? For those of you guys who are new to my channel, I'm an intuitive coach and I work mainly with women to help them to heal their past, heal their childhood patterns, specifically around abandonment and the abandonment that can show up when we have physically and or emotionally unavailable parents, right? And if you experienced self-doubt as a child and even as an adult, the first question I want to ask you, and we're going to unpack this in both time frames, right? But the first question I want to ask you is, how did self-doubt serve you, right? How did doubt, when you were a kid, serve you? Now, a couple of ways it might have supported you or served you, right, was that you felt it helped you to feel safe, right? In some way, not knowing something, it helped you to feel safe. I remember years ago, so when I was a kid, I used to say, I'm 100% positive about something. I'm 100% positive about something. And I remember what started to happen is every time I'd be 100% positive about something, I'd actually be wrong. And my dad was lovingly teasing me about it. And he's like, oh, we know when Deb's, 100% correct about something that it's wrong, right? But what I didn't realize in that moment was that I ended up taking that on as a belief. And I made a decision in that moment to really never know something 100% again. So I share that story with you just for you to see, do you have a version of that, right? Is that something that, lives within you, or do you have some other version of that around doubt that you took on that is now stopping you from being truly confident and in your power in your life at all times, right? Also too, when we were in doubt as kids, then we were choosing basically not to know something. Well, if we didn't know something, what was going to happen? We likely were going to take on the opinion of our parents, right? Which I did over and over and over again. See if this feels true for you. But again, if we took on their opinion, then likely, again, we wouldn't be abandoned by them, right? We wouldn't be left by them in some way. So again, notice if that feels true for you. Now, as an adult, if we don't know the right thing, we can never be wrong, right? So if we never are 100% confident about something, right? We can never be wrong, right? We never can make a mistake if we never know something. So again, notice if that's true for you. And then the other piece of this too is to look at, if I'm in doubt about something, then I don't really have to take control of my life, right? I can be on some level a victim, of my life, right? And it's basically I don't actually have to take control of my reality and my world. So again, notice if on some level that is true for you. Now, in terms of starting to change this, see everything that just came up in that earlier part. I want you to see one by one each of those leaving your body. And I always recommend after you do the whole exercise to see your body in all that open space that you created, filling with light. But know that every belief you have around self-doubt on some level is stored in your body and is a magnetizer for your present day experience until you see those leaving your body and start to bring them to consciousness one by one by one. Also with this, I encourage you to talk to your inner child, right? Our inner child has a lot to say about the doubt that they feel. And are they scared to let go of the doubt? Are they scared to, to make decisions in their own life? Just to have a conversation with them. And we can simply do this by literally seeing them across from us. So this is the child, of our childhood, right? This is the inner child of our childhood and the kid who had dreams and wanted to play and have fun. And why don't they want to know all the answers, right? Why don't they want to be in control even of their life and their reality, right? So definitely encourage you to have a conversation with them, because the more that they feel seen, the more that they feel heard around this, the less they're going to create doubt in your reality. And then also with this too, I want you to think, just like we did yesterday, but around trust, I want you to think of all the times that you had doubt and you made a decision, whether it was in conjunction with someone or whether it was on your own, and where that decision worked out for you. And again, I want you to take it into your body, right? And really take in, okay, I can make good choices, whether it's in conjunction with someone or not. I can make good choices for my life, right? I can make, quote unquote, the right choices for my life, right? And the last piece of this is us really stepping into our power and really owning our power. And one of the ways, this is a really fun thing to do, but one of the ways that I like to do this is two things. I'd encourage you to ask yourself a question. If I was in my power, what would I do right now? If I was in my power, what decision would I make? Right? And, take a few minutes when you're in trying to figure out something, right? Take a few minutes and ask yourself that question and give yourself the time to get the clarity that you need. Because even just asking questions, when we ask questions, we open up the universe to give us the answers, right? We open up the universe to get the awarenesses we need, right? So definitely encourage yourself to, encourage you to ask that question and then give yourself a little bit of time to see what wants to come forward, to see what wants to appear. And as part of this, and this is like the super fun part, is I always used to think of this. Now, if you're familiar with the Popeye cartoons of our childhood, right, where Popeye used to eat a can of spinach, and then when he ate this can of spinach, he would have like all his muscles filling up, right, with the spinach, right? And I want you to imagine that with confidence and or power, right? So you're eating this can of spinach or whatever it is that you choose to replace that with, right? And you want to see your body filling with confidence and filling with power, right? And that's just a super fun way that we can start to, again, we want to be in the embodiment of power. We want to be in the embodiment of confidence. And the more we're able to do this, the more we're going to be just stepping into this new version of ourselves, into this new reality of ourselves, and the more we'll be able to take this out into our world. So that is today's video. I hope you are enjoying this series. If you are enjoying this series, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you're wanting to dive deeper into this work, into childhood patterns, into healing your abandonment, you can grab my Healing Through Abandonment kit, which the link is below, and or head over to my website where we have several different ways that we can work together, and including my one-on-one coaching. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will look forward to seeing you soon.